Went to a bachelor party. It was actually Owen's bachelor party. We went to his place for like pre-drinks and stuff like that. And then later on in the evening, we were gonna limo, very fancy, downtown to a strip club. So we started pre-gaming there, and at that point I was drinking gin. Gin is a like juniper berry alcohol and is very potent. For those of you who have never drunk before, gin is either you love it or you hate it. It has almost a licoricey taste to it. So I have a full bottle of gin. We call them 2-6s. So I'm drinking this 2-6 of gin, and I have a big bottle of tonic water with me. It's called like a gin and tonic, basically, right? So I was taking drinks, and then eventually I came up with the bright idea, hey, you know what? I have each bottle, so why don't I just take this full bottle of gin, pour it into the bottle of tonic water, and I'll be Gucci. And then I added a little more tonic water, a few limes, and I drank that whole fucking thing in like 3 hours. Most of you guys have probably never drank before. Drinking an entire bottle of alcohol in under 3 hours is a lot, even for a guy my size. We're also doing shots and it was a party. It's probably like 7 o'clock. The limo comes to pick us up. One thing that you will realize when you're drinking is that when you're sitting down and you're drinking, the alcohol hasn't really gone through your system fully yet. As soon as you stand up, it's like a whole other fucking world. It hits you like a goddamn mule. So I stood up and I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. We all pack in the limo. There's like 10 or 12 of us. Honestly, that's the last thing I remember. I've pieced this night together from stories, things that I've heard from other people. We're heading probably an hour or so away from where we are right now. We drive downtown. I don't remember any of the drive. All I remember is being downtown Vancouver, driving through the streets and stuff like that. And I ended up at the strip club. I remember kind of the strip club. I don't remember the boobies or anything like that. I've been to a strip club a total of twice in my life. Both times I've been to a strip club, I don't remember the strip club because I was too drunk. The strip club is a place you go after you've already been drinking. The strip club is a place where you end up at. I had my wallet and my cell phone and my ID with me, and they were all in this big jacket that I had. One thing that they never tell you about strip clubs is that they're very fucking hot. There's a lot of humans in there. They often pack them into this tiny little fucking room, and there's women dancing around, there's water spraying, there's all this fucking electrical lighting and shit like that. It's fucking hot. I'm pissing sweat, and I'm wearing this big fucking bulky jacket. So at some point in the evening, I took off the jacket, and my jacket had all of my shit. My cell phone, my wallet, everything. At some point, I get lost. I get turned around and I get distracted by shiny lights. You know, when you're drunk, it's shiny, woo! And I get away from the main group. There's like 6 to 10 of us downtown. Everybody at this point is intoxicated. And at some point, they decide we're gonna go, but without me. So I'm by myself in a strip club with no money, no jacket, I thought no cell phone, also drunk, downtown Vancouver, an hour away from my home with no car. I have no way to get home. So at this point in my life, Sarah and I had just started dating. Probably like 2 or 3 months into dating, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, but she had been staying downtown. Now, I left the strip club and I looked around, looked to my left, looked to my right. I'm missing something. Where are my friends? Where did everybody go? And I'm wandering around, and the area that the strip club is in downtown Vancouver is gross. It's like a bad neighborhood. Homeless people, drug dealers, crack addicts. Like, it's a nasty end of town. Side of town you do not want to end up in. When your mom and dad tell you, don't go out in this side of town, this area is what they're telling you about. So I'm wandering around here, hammered. Nothing on me, right? No wallet, no nothing. At this point, I'm pretty sure. I'm like searching for my cell phone. In my head, I thought it was in my jacket, but I had put it in my pocket at some time. Yes, a light in my life, right? I finally managed to dial Sarah, who was at this time staying downtown Vancouver with her friend in her friend's apartment. So I finally get a hold of her, and she answers hello, and I'm like freaking out. She's like, John, slow down. You're obviously drunk. Like, you gotta concentrate and tell me where you are. At this point, out of the corner comes my angel. A homeless man came up and took the phone from me. Talked to my then girlfriend. Hey, I've got this guy here. Do you know him? You know, he's fucking hammered. Like, yes. You know, he's my boyfriend. He's downtown with his friends. So the guy asked me, hey, where are your friends? He doesn't know. So he's like, okay, ma'am, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call a cab. We're gonna get him to you. So my wife is like, she doesn't know where he is. She lives in Victoria at the time. She's like, I don't know. So her friend gives this guy the address, and he calls a cab. It comes and picks me up, and I cab with this homeless guy to the place downtown. I literally like falling out fucking of the cab, right? Like just hammered. Finally get out. The man is like, hey, you know, like I just want to do a nice thing for this guy. He was obviously in trouble. He's drunk. And she tries to give him $20 and he denies. He's like, no, this is just like something to help somebody who's in trouble. I may have gotten to safety at this point, but I'm still 6'6", 275 pounds. My wife is 5'7", about 200, you know, in that range. And her friend is 5'1" and about 135. How the fuck are they gonna get this guy upstairs? I'm stumbling all over the place. They're like trying to get me up. Apparently it takes them a half an hour. By this time it's like 2 a.m. They finally get me up the stairs and they open the door, and literally as soon as the door opens, I fucking go BAM! Right under the ground. Legs halfway fucking out of the door, out fucking cold. And they have to take me by the arms and drag my ass in. Don't drink. That's what you can take from this story. Don't drink to excess, like my dumb ass did. We all make mistakes in life. This was one of mine. That could have ended up very badly for me. I got very lucky. I lost my wallet. Didn't lose my ID. That was the other thing that I kept. For some reason, I had decided to shove my ID and debit card in my pants, not realizing this. I lost all my shit. So don't drink to excess. That's all I can say.